Hello everyone, welcome back to the another new tutorial. And as you can see on my screen, today we're going to dive into the world of Thunderstorm, how we can make a Thunderstorm in Nuke, and what are the key points you need to remember, and what is the simple setup to make a Thunderstorm. You can see on my screen I have a lot of script here. I mean this one and this one. So I did a lot of experiment how we can make a Thunderstorm, and I will share everything with you. So let's dive into the creation of Thunderstorm. Let's start from the basics. So first I will show you so we are using this Tesla plugin. If I move this one, everything is interactive. So if I move this one, you can see pretty good result here, right? You can see this negative space that will give you the more depth of the scene, right? So this is exactly what you're going to see how I make this. It's pretty cool and pretty good looking. You can see we can have a lot of depth in this shot. Alright, let's start from the beginning. So first I have these images. So these are the background images what I'm going to use and what I use to do all this experiment here. Then we need a cloud here. Obviously now this is a very clean sky, and these images coming from this unsplash.com, so you can grab it from there, and obviously you can download this project file, link below. So make sure you download this file if you want to see all this madness what I did here. Cool. Then we have this plate. We need clouds. We need a lot of bunch of cloud, different cloud. If you have a good cloud stock image, you can use that, but unfortunately I don't have the cloud. So what I did, I took a bunch of cloud images like this, different lighting condition, and I extract the cloud from them. So how I did that, basically you can do whatever, you just need to extract the cloud. So I will show you one of the good result. So yeah, in this one what I did, I'm making a clean plate using this Voronoi gradient, and then basically minusing from the original. If I show you this and this, you can see, so we get a cloud basically, right? You can do with the keyer, but I found I get better result when we making a clean plate and we have more control over. So how to use this Voronoi gradient? You can just use this one. Make sure you have the Nuke survival toolkit in your Nuke. Then you have all the tools what I'm using in this project. By default you see it will give you these colors, right? So let's open the properties panel, and by default it will have this what you call this gradient, right? We need to change this to sample from the input. So this input, and I'm doing in log. There is a reason, because these images are very high dynamic range, and when you're doing in log you get a better fall off. So we can use that, and let's turn off this one for now, or we can view from here the reformat and we can place it. So we need to sample the sky, because we don't want we want cloud, right? We don't want a sky, so we can fill the entire canvas with the sky color. So that is the whole idea. So I'm just placing here, and just place this one maybe here, or place here. So I want this cloud, right? So that's why I'm doing it. This Voronoi gradient is pretty heavy, so use wisely. Let's do the minus with the original, and now let's shuffle out this. Now you can see I have pretty good selection. After that what I did in this side, I just desaturate this one and did a simple luma key. Now it's pretty easy to extract this cloud. So if I do with the normal keyer, just connecting to this reformat and just invert this one, and I can try to extract. I can, but you can see I get this bunch of things here, and in this side I can get a pretty good result. So you can choose whatever you want to do. The only thing is we need alpha. Then you can copy with this one, and the pre-mult I did in the bottom, because let's see I use this cloud in the bottom. So that's how I did. I just did a similar thing for all of them. Some of them I did the luma key mix also. You can see I did a mix of luma key also with the Voronoi, and that's how you can just isolate the alpha from all the images, right? So in this one I isolate this much, in this one this much I isolate, so that's fine. So when you have this cloud setup, now I combine all of the cloud here. So this is the first test what I did, and on this image. So in this image I did the first test, and this is the result. You can see here this looks pretty good, right? See this, you can see this negative depth, and obviously we have some issues here, so we fix that in the bottom script. So this is just a first initial test adding a thunderstorm, a lightning basically. So what I did, I combined all these textures and I can get this cloud setup for the sky. So this is the first one and we have that alpha, right? So what I did in this one, I put the alpha into RGB in all the channels. So basically if I do RGB, you can see the white, but here we have this, but we only need alpha. So that's why I shuffled, so I can visually see everything. And then I wrote out this patch with the roto, right? And then I added this is my node distortion. Here is the setup, right? Inside there is just a noise and bunch of things are going on. So you can use this one to do the breakup for your roto like this. All right, and then I did the remult. I think I did the reverse, but that's fine. What you can do, we can just add a remult here and then do the masking, because otherwise it will do the twice. Okay, then I did the transform, and basically I'm just placing everything in a certain place. So all you need to do, you just need to do the kit bashing for all these images and place it accordingly. So this image is this image is this side, this side, this side, and you can see layer by layer I'm filling this entire canvas. And then in this one I'm just stenciling the bottom part based on my image, based on the background image. And then here we have added a remove node, so I can grab the reformat and added this Tesla node. So everyone know this Tesla. This is very powerful. This is very popular. You can use this one to create a lightning. So X Tesla, and if I view this, now we have this lightning by default. So in this one I just connect with the reformat, so I can grab the format. Now we have these 2 points. So in this one what I did, I just remove the branches, I keep it only 1. You can keep 1 or 2, whatever you want, and I can go into the rendering tab and I remove the color because I will add my own color, and the quality is obviously the best quality. Now we have this. If I zoom in, we need to remove this chromatic also, so I'm just removing the chromatic, and now we are using this one as a source. So in this one you can see the similar just lightning setup. Then I'm adding my own color, right, with the blue color with this gamma and gain. You can do, like that, make your own color like this. Then I'm using this expon blur simple. This is basically like exponential blur. So we know the exponential glow, so we can blur like this. And alpha, right? Let me just disable this, what I have. So if I do the stencil with the alpha and with this strong glow, and we can get this result. And if I let's show you the result, it will look like this. So the idea is you need to do this stencil operation in a log. If I do this, now you can get this negative space, and this is really cool. So we need to use this log converter, or you can use the OCIO. You just need to make this into log, then do the stencil operation, then convert this one back, and you get proper cloud occlusion effect. Let's see. If I off this, you can see this is not what we want. We want this, and we can add a crop. Now if I move this, you can see it's giving me the proper depth, and it's pretty cool looking. See, you can see all the details, and this image is pretty noisy, so I added a grain back. Without grain it will look like this, and with the grain now it is matching with the plate in terms of grain, I guess. Yeah, so I'm using this reduce noise. I'm not doing any crazy, just using Nuke reduce noise. I'm using this Nuke denoise node, and because this is a single frame, so it's better to use this one. Then I dodge grain, and that is the comp, guys. So this is the first test, and then I did another test on this image. So in this one we already have a cloud, right? So what we can do, we can just add lightning to the cloud. So for that I have this setup here. You can see the bunch of luma here. So let me just quickly show you this. So this luma here, and this is the log luma here. I mean what I will show, but I will just quickly show you. So this is log luma here. If I open this one, inside you can see I'm converting linear into log. This is basically log to lin method, and in between you can use normal here. So make sure you do lin to log in the first, and in the bottom you can do log to lin. So I'm basically just reversing this, and in between I'm doing the luma here. So basically we are doing keying in log space. So that is the idea. So in this one I'm basically isolating different parts based on the luminance. Okay, so in this one I'm isolating only the top part, and slowly you can see I'm filling the whole canvas, and you can see like that. So if I merge everything, now I have this full range here like this. So this is like a depth. Okay, so basically I'm creating a depth pass with this, and then I'm shuffling this what do you call, now I'm shuffling the red channel into my depth. So I select a depth from here and I just plug this one here like this, and then I shuffle out my depth. So now we have this depth pass, and if I do the exposure down, we have this nice range here. Let me disable this one, and then I mask I remove the city here, and same thing, we have this Tesla setup here with the lightning and exponential glow, lock to lane, and this lock converter, and then just plusing this one on top. So now this is looking weird. Let me just, if I turn off this lock converter, it will look more weird, right? Now it's somewhat better. So here I have this randomizer. If I just open this one, you can see there are a bunch of, so this is node also coming from the Nuke survival toolkit. You can grab it from here. So I'm adding a grade and just link this parameter to this one. I just play around with the setting. I use this noise type, and you can see the graph how this curve is. So if I play this one, now we have this lightning on this image. Let it play. Now you can see, and you can change the depth here. So that is the main idea. If I just add this one, and if I just sample the, like I want the black point to be here, and a white point somewhere in this side. Now I can just, oh, I need to select the RGBA. Okay, now you can see I have this kind of depth, so you can just push this around more like this, right? And now I can go in this side, I can push this more like this, and now you can use this one as the alpha, and now we can view how it will look here. And let's play. Yeah, now I think it's very subtle. Let's off this one. Now yeah, it will look like this. So we need to see in the randomizer where we have this highest peak, so I can put it here. Yeah, so based on that I can adjust my amount. So I can put this one. Now you can see we are only targeting this highlighted area, so that is exactly what you want. We can just clamp this one. Oh, we don't want to clamp, it will weird. Now we can just do stuff like this. So now we only target the highlighted parts. So you can combine bunch of lightning setup. I mean, you can copy paste this from depth to, so you can copy paste this entire thing, and you can just paste it here, and you can just add on top. I mean, you can merge it here, and you can have a different seeds for this one, so you can get a pretty good result. So let it load. Yeah, you can see only these highlighted clouds are brightening up. You can see the lightning on this highlighted cloud only. So that is exactly I want to show in this example. You can create a depth pass, fake depth pass, and you can use that one. See, yeah, like this. So this lightning you can just animate or you can do whatever you want to do. And you can see this image is pretty noisy, so that's why if I just disable this, this denoise node is not doing a good job. So if I disable, it will look like this. It's pretty noisy, so I think it's better to use this one, so you can at least see some information. So this is the second test. If you have a cloud, you can try to make a depth pass, and you can do the same thing what I did. Just do a log space. See, without log space it will look like this. Log space will give you pretty good result. Now in this one we already have a cloud, right? So we can't manipulate the cloud, we can't change anything, right? We can add only the lightning and we can good to go. But in this image, in this setup, we have this cloud we manually added, right? So I use this image and this cloud setup to do the more experiment, more refinement, right? So this is the setup here. Let me show you this example. This is the final one. First of all, you see it's very dull because the position is going to mess around the position. The same thing, we can go here and we can change this lightning, and we can have a pretty good result here. Let me just show you. So we need to disable this, because in this frame I think the random value is pretty low. You can see it's pretty low. If I go in this side, here it's pretty high, it's very high. So that's fine. What we can do, we can just change this lightning position somewhere else, so we can see more cloud occlusion like this. Yeah, so this is pretty good, right? So in this one you can see I also added this lightning effect. So very similar setup. Here we have this, and I just pre-comp this one here, and just in the log we did this one, and in this side I have this noise here, so I'm adding a more small detail. So with the noise and with this one I did the multiply, so we can get this effect. And I'm doing the same thing stenciling in the log space. So without this one we see this, with this we can see this, and you can see more negative space here. So we can plus this one to add more detail. And then I did glow, so you can use this exponential glow. You need to use pretty less amount, or you can use high, it's up to you. Just study the reference. I will show you the references also. And in this one I have this lightning layer. So if I go above, after this I created one shuffle, and in this one I made a channel using this RGBA and creating a new channel and just renaming lightning and just plugging everything. So here we have this lightning layer, right? It's same but just a separate layer. So we can shuffle out this lightning layer here, and this lightning layer you can see it's also pulled out, because in here with the multiplier I'm doing that stencil operation. Because if you use normal merge, it will not gonna stencil this hidden layer, it will only stencil the RGBA, but I want to stencil this one also, so that's why I'm using a multiplier. And in the multiplier with the all channel, if I do the RGB, it will not gonna stencil. You need to use all channel, and I did just stenciling this one, that's it. Now here also I'm doing some stenciling with the cloud mode. So we have this cloud setup, right? So I'm doing a stencil here, so you can occlude more. Then I'm adding a little bit of glow and just adding on top. So now you can see the lightning, right? Pretty good. Then with the RAM, just removing the bottom part and just overing on top. Then we have this plate with the alpha, right? Then pre-melting this one, just adding a little bit of light trap, you can see. Then it will look correct, otherwise it looks pretty cut out. So we can add little bit if you want. So that is the setup here. And then this is the whole setup, right? In the background side, what I'm doing here, just this is just a BG and with the alpha, and here I'm adding a little bit of cloud, very subtle amount, you can see on the sky. So if I zoom in, I'm not sure you're going to see or not, there is a little bit of cloud shape, you can see it's very subtle. Just to see a visible cloud, if I just increase this one, before I put it 2, but I think, yeah, now I think you can see a little bit of cloud, right? So we at least need to see a little bit of cloud, or we can totally hide it. It's up to you. So let's see if I off this. Yeah, I think the 0.1 is good number. So now we have this cloud setup. Now because we have the randomizer here, if I view this one, it will automatically change the brightness based on this randomizer, right? So this is the one thing, and you can change the position also. The similar way you can change the position also. You can link this position, or you can use, if you have this animation maker. If I just copy paste this one here, and let me just connect the reformat like this. And if you guys have animation maker, then I think it's pretty easy to go to the animation maker. Yeah, X knob, and you can see how it will look. So you can choose anything like sign, random, and the length and offset and minimum and maximum value, and it's pretty good to have this kind of result. And you can have this kind of look also, and you can just hit create. Now it will move, I guess. So if I play, so now we have this animation tab here which is linked to this position, and you can add maximum value like this and minimum value like this, -12. So it should move. Let's see why it's not moving. Okay, so I think we need to add a lot of values here. So let me just add bunch of values, and I think I can use 900 because this is a 4K frame. So I think I need to add a lot of values here, so it will be randomized in this position. So similarly you can add for all of them, or you can manually animate the branches. So it's totally up to you. So you can just animate this point here and here in few frames, and you can get proper lightning like this. See, now it's pretty it's occluding everything, and if I off this one, we have nothing. So similarly I did a little bit of more experiment, and with this image similar setup, let me just show you the final. Very similar. In this one I'm just using the pre-comp from here, and we have this lightning setup here. Now here I'm using a little bit of corner pinning to adding a little bit of perspective. You don't need to do that, I just added just to show you the angle, little bit of different angle. You can see if I add this randomizer, now we have these random values, and somewhere it will become very bright like this. So we can just compensate like this, or you can keep this one brightness like this if you want. Now similarly we can have this layer, we can just move this one in different areas, and now we can get a pretty good result. You can see in this side I can see this border, so I think I can push the point corner pinpoint outside little bit, yeah, like this. So we don't see that. Now you can see pretty good lighting, pretty good depth, everything is looking pretty good. So you can just render and you can animate this. You can use this randomizer, it's pretty good. And if you don't have randomizer, what I did a little bit of different approach also. So I grabbed this plate from internet, and in this one we have this lightning. This is a real footage of lightning, right? So what you can do, you can grab the flickering from this image, this footage, and paste in our setup. See this? So what I did here, I just desaturated everything and I can see this lightning, and you can use this curve tool to analyze the luminance change. You can see now. So we need this lightning effect, so you can have a natural animation basically in the lightning. So you can grab this one. Now in the intensity you have this. What you can do, you can use a grade node and just link this to the gain, and because we only want one values, so that is fine. And because this value is pretty low, if I just add a constant, let's connect this one, make the constant 1 and view. Now you can see the value is pretty low. We want to pure white. So what you can do, just go to here, edit expression, and in this one we just multiply maybe like 10 or something. So now we can have more brightness, but I think this is not enough also. So I can go here and just add a 50 or something. Now we can have brightness like this. See? So that's how we can do this one. And what I can do, I can just copy this one and paste it here. Instead of this randomizer, I can use this one. And now I have that lightning, that animation from the plate, right? I'm not doing this randomizer, I'm using the actual plate animation and putting in my plate. So that is the another thing you can do. You can grab it from the original plate and you can add in your comp. So this is, I think, pretty good way to add that. Now you can see the flicker, and it's totally based on that plate itself. But sometimes you need manual control, so that's why I think you can use this randomizer, or you can just keyframe in this one also. So that is the whole idea. Now you can see it's pretty slow, but yeah, see, this will give you pretty natural result in the comp. Yeah, now you can see it. So this is totally based on that plate animation. I think this one is also looking good, but in the randomizer view, this one is not bad also. So you can use, it's totally up to you. I just want to show you the two methods. Obviously you can grab this file from my Patreon, I guess, and that is the setup, guys. That is the whole experiment what I did with the lightning, and I hope you like this. Let me show you what happened here. Oh yeah, it's disconnected. So let me just connect this one. So you can play around, it's totally up to you. It's giving you a different result in different frames. So that is the lightning inside Nuke, Thunderstorm, whatever you want to call. I hope you learned something about this whole idea, different approach of creating lightning effect in Nuke. X Tesla is pretty good, you can use that. If you don't have that one, you can just add a bunch of proto shape and just glow like similar like this, and you can have a lightning effect and Thunderstorm. Thank you for watching, and make sure to download the project file, link below, and happy comping, and I will see you in a very next one. Thank you.